Hey guys, how's it going? This is Vitamin ZK's
Zuko.
and K Sizzle, and today we're going to talk to you about Sheik's special custom moves. So let's crack these customs. Let's start off with penetrating needles. Throw needles that go through enemies. You can only throw up to 3 at a time. It does go through enemies. So if there was another Sheik or anything else behind Zuko's Sheik, you'll notice that they'll get hit too.
Yeah, heal everybody basically.
Now, one thing that this official description does not talk about is the shield damage this does.
Yeah, I almost lost the shield there. I think it can actually break little shields, maybe.
Yeah, I saw it happen once, but
Might be depending on how they hit it.
maybe it's range dependent as well.
Maybe. All right, let's try it again. All
So,
right.
yeah, maybe you were just a little tiny bit uncharged.
Yeah, when we tried it before. But still, that's a lot of shield damage. If they have almost like any damage on their shield, it might actually break, which makes this a very powerful tool. So something you actually really have to look out for. The range on it definitely isn't like as good as the normal needles.
Yeah, so you see the middle of battlefield, and I'm on the ledge. That's basically what it hits to. So if he stands in the middle, he'll probably get hit. If he moves just a step back, he won't be getting hit.
Yeah, or like around.
And the damage isn't as good as the normal needle storm. Some would say that this is a problematic custom because of the nature of, I can't block against this character, yeah, so that's free damage for her. But, Sheik isn't too much of a killing character to begin with, so a broken shield, it seems like a big deal, but against Sheik, maybe not. I think it might be a preference thing. I honestly, personally don't think that it's too problematic. How do you want to weigh it?
It's definitely very good. But yeah, she's not really going to get too many punishes off. If you're a big character, she might be able to run up and up smash you out of a broken shield, or maybe bouncing fish if you're by the ledge. But she has to charge it up. She has to be somewhat near you, and if they're predictable, you can punish them with it.
Takes one full second to charge up.
I do think it's very strong, but I don't think it's worthy of a ban. At least not yet. I haven't seen anything that makes people hate this custom move. And I feel like it's fairly... it's very strong, and you're giving it to Sheik, so that's worrisome, but I don't think it should be banned yet. So that's how I weigh in.
Alright, and we cover shield damage, range, and I think that's all that's left to be said. Alright, so let's move on to yours.
The Paralyzing Needle, which is just one very slow needle. You can't charge it, and that is like the full duration until I can shield. But yeah, it paralyzes. Might be able to get something off of it, depending on how far you are from them. It does scale with damage, so if I were to damage him a little bit more, it will stun him for a little bit more. So yeah, you get more guaranteed follow-ups depending on their percent, which again, similar to the penetrating needles, might give you a kill confirm, sort of like that, I guess, depending on your other customs. But the thing is, the range is pretty poor. It's even less than the penetrating.
Yeah,
not even to half of battlefield.
And you're committing to a lot right there in the beginning. Your Sheik, what you want is speed, and this is a big deviation of that.
And you can't shield. Like the other benefits of the other two needles is that you can cancel them at any time with your shield, but you just have to do this, and it's very slow.
A lot of commitment.
Yeah, so you're losing a very reliable projectile in the form of the other two needles, but you are getting stunned, which is pretty nice. Unfortunately, it's just too slow and too committed, in my opinion. But it doesn't really do anything else besides that.
Okay. Let's move on to the side specials. So that's Gravity Grenade for me. Has a smaller explosion radius, but foes hit by the burst will be knocked towards you. So definitely very strong. There are some things that you lose out on this, but hey, the opponent comes to you, so you can pick your poison. Now it can be DI'd, so if Zuko DI's down, you'll see that it's a little harder to get into like an up smash. Obviously, I can still probably get a hit, but if I were able to commit into the up smash just off, that should work. It's not going to be guaranteed. They can DI upwards, make it the timing a little more stricter. You're going to need to react. So it's not a free, hey, this is amazing, I'm going to kill every time I land this grenade card.
Right.
It's not going to work. Now, you don't have a win box on this either. So, and the trailing damage, because it does seem like the other one does damage over time, not just one hit of damage and that's it.
Right.
Yeah, It's pretty good.
It's very powerful, but it's not like free. They can DI it in any way, so they have to actually be like, as long as they're aware, they could probably react to it. But you know, it's a little hard to DI in the correct way if you're not yeah, see, I went nowhere there, so you know, there are things you can do against this to deal with it better. But I think that's about it.
Yep.
So let's go on to the Skimming Grenade, which is similar to the normal one. Wrong move. But it bounces, and it gets a little weaker depending on how many times it bounces. Now, it doesn't have a wind box, and it doesn't have that gradual damage that the normal one does. But the range, I suppose, is longer. I would assume, because it doesn't really do much else than that. But you know, I guess it covers a pretty good amount of ground. You can just do it immediately if you want.
It's an option for those who don't like the normal grenade properties, the way it bounces. You think you can get more mileage off it if it bounces.
I guess that's honestly it.
Yep.
I don't see this being too powerful. Pretty similar in regards. It doesn't like suck them in or anything, but you were never really forced to get hit by the normal grenade either. Because wind boxes aren't really that powerful if they're like weak. It has to be like a really strong wind box, like a DK neutral B. I forget what that one's called, but like something like that kind of wind box is insane. But this, like, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, we can move on.
Alright, let's move on to the up specials. I have Gale, an ultra swift teleport. No attacking ability at all, but it makes up for its sheer speed. So this has no attack at all, not in the beginning, not in the end, no wind box at all. What you're doing here is for recovery, you know. Sheik does have startup on a normal up B. It's not like that's even a downside considering she goes invincible immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is very fast. So if you want to snap somewhere, or maybe get on the ledge fast because you think they're gonna predict you going to the ledge and have a way to punish it, then maybe this is for you. Now, remember, you lose out on a kill option here, and killing with Sheik's up B at this point of the meta is probably very, very important and not worth sacrificing. Because you're not always going to get that up air. Maybe you want to frame trap them into an up B. But with that, you can't. With this one, you can't do that. You go up there, there's no attack. But hey, at least you're very, very fast. So it's an option. You're throwing away a lot for a nice pro. Maybe doesn't match up at all, but it's there. So
yeah, this custom used to be very popular in the beginning of like the 3DS meta, but I think that was before people realized that Sheik really needed all her kill options, and there was also like vectoring and things like that back then. So I guess it was like slightly different, but it definitely lost its like popularity now that there's like actual situations where just up being into somebody and reading like their reactions will net you a kill. So
okay,
you know, it's not worth trading off in my opinion.
Yep, I agree.
At least right now. But yeah, let's move on. I have the Abyss, which basically, I mean, it looks like this. A little weird, but it's supposed to meteor. So he did get that spike effect right there.
Yeah. So if I were to grab the ledge,
yeah, let's see if this hits you. Yeah.
So I did get spiked there.
Self-explanatory. It's a meteor, which
does have some...
I mean, she doesn't have any other spike other than the down air, which I guess you could say, well, you give her a spike. But when are you gonna really land that?
Yeah, and that's a lot of committing too. And now yours, does it look like it has more startup?
It does look like it has more startup.
Maybe a little bit more, but you definitely see there's sparks to show where you're gonna go to. So it's not like okay, where's it gonna go? You can actually react with normal human reaction time. So yeah, not much else to say about that. I am at a % right now where if he tries to spike me, it won't really show off too much.
Yeah, it won't.
But hey, you see me get stuck to the ground a little bit.
That is also like those sparks are doing damage.
Yep.
Trips you, which is cool, I guess. But it also seems like it goes less distance.
Yeah.
So all things considered, you're trading away a lot for more of a situational kill move, which won't really help Sheik out. She already has a ton of situational kill moves, so like, why does she need another? But yeah, that's how I consider that.
And let's move on to the final two down specials, which is Jellyfish. Flip higher and slam down with your heel. Land a kick to bounce straight up. So as you can see, not too much range on this horizontally, but if I do land that kick, it puts them in a position to get bouncing fished again for the second hit. That's a lot stronger. So weak hit in the beginning, strong hit for the second one once I
Sorry,
land it.
I wanted to actually DI that.
Okay.
I'm gonna taunt. Alright, well that was DIing in, so let me try DIing the opposite direction, outward.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, I was able to avoid that. I'll try like up. Okay, well DIing in seemed pretty good.
Yeah. Try DIing in again.
Alright.
Oops. Very, very specific trajectory here. Well, yep.
It's like the Diddy Kong one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could do it again one more time. Yeah, so I guess like if I read the DI direction, I can always attack them. It always puts them in a position, even if they're at very high %. So once you get that one hit, you're probably almost guaranteed that second hit. You just have to either predict or react well. So right off the bat,
sorry to cut you off, but could you do that off stage and see how long it takes for you to be able to act again?
Okay.
Like not to grab the ledge, just like do it like in this direction. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So that's very bad in terms of recovering.
Yeah.
Considering
I only press it once, so that bouncing fish comes up no matter what, and yeah, pretty bad.
So it's almost like a death move. You
Death
would have to
sentence.
do it really high up, and even then, like why would you do that as a recovery? You're getting sent so far down. So you're trading away a very good recovery option for, I guess, a situational, limited kill move. I mean, the follow-up is cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, the bouncing fish.
Normal bouncing fish definitely blows this one out of the water.
Yeah.
And you have the Pisces.
Right. Which flip lower and press the button again to kick. Land the kick to bounce forward. So it travels very like horizontally, low to the ground. It doesn't come out unless you press it. So I'm forced to press it, and then I fly forward.
As
if I hit them,
as the opponent flies.
Goes in the other direction.
Yep.
There is a lot of recovery if you land it. Like, it took me all the way till there to be able to press another button.
So I guess like right off the bat, I noticed that if I'm trying to edge guard you like this, and you're coming from the other side of the stage, if you land that bouncing fish, you get a free ride back to the stage, hoping that you're high enough, while I go in the opposite direction, more towards the blast zone.
Yeah. So even less reason to challenge Sheik off stage, because if you get hit by this, you're put in like the worst position ever. While I get back for free, and could probably capitalize off of that as well because she's so fast.
Yeah. So it's an option. Definitely.
It does seem pretty good. Maybe not
the freedom that bouncing fish usually gives you.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. You are.
Can like hold it back, I think, to go like less distance, or maybe that's just the air version. Hold on. No, all right, you definitely can. Because you would be able to hold it back to not travel as far if you don't think it's gonna land. But I actually don't think you could do this on the ground. I think it's only in the air, which is interesting to note. Yeah, I guess that's all I have for this one.
Specifically, the range decreasing you can't do in the ground.
Yeah, sorry. It just seems like it won't let you. But yeah, I like this. I don't know if it's better or not, but I do think it's pretty solid.
It's an alternative just in case that you are having trouble getting back to the stage and are confident that you can land those bouncing fishes.
Yeah, and it's pretty strong too, all things considered. You just might not be able to kill them as reliably because if I hit them there, then they get sent all the way to the other side of the stage. So
yeah,
it'll only work if I land it like around this half of the stage if I'm facing,
Yeah, it's better for them to be edge guarding you and hit them, because if you're trying to edge guard them, then you're only helping them get back to the stage. So remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that covers that. So obviously we discussed the penetrating needles, strong option. If it's bannable or overcentralizing, that can be debated. I think on our end, we don't think that it needs to go that far.
Just yet.
The gravity grenade is also like very, very good. The up Bs, this seems like the normal one, just because of the practical uses now for killing. Don't need to be used. And these down Bs, I think mine's a little underwhelming. And yours is a pretty good alternative.
Yeah, maybe a little more situational.
Yeah.
But it's definitely solid.
So let us know what you guys thought. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and spread the video around. And we'll come back next time for a new video. See you guys next time.
Later.